Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of Learning Hero Seed series. Today, we are going to learn about things that may look a little bit visually scary. They did, at least to me at first, but they will boost your farm and kind of help you target the items that you want. So, with that said, let's get started. We already talked about the journal quite a bit. We went over the events that are here, rune wards crafting, jewel crafting, prospecting, and now finally we have the items tab. And this item is not just an in-game wiki showing you and flexing you how many cool items they have, it is also a good information source. So with that said, let's understand how do we use this. So let's say you're just a regular player trying to farm some good item. Let's say your weapon slot needs an upgrade like mine does. So you'll go to the weapon tab and you can start scrolling. You can sort it based on the default is the alphabetically. I think from what I know, oh no, default is I'm not sure what default is actually, but you can sort it alphabetically or based on rarity. We're going to go with rarity this time, and as you may already know, we have satanic. We have the set satanic items. We have heroic items, angelics, and unholy items. Angelics and unholies are super rare. We're not going to talk about them today. But if you're trying to upgrade your gear and maybe the set items you have or the satanics are not enough, targeting heroic items is the way to go. They can be an extremely good upgrade from what you currently have. But how do you target them? In Hero Siege, items have very often, or at least heroic items have very often specific ties to an area. And as you can see, it doesn't only give you their stats and all the things they can do. For example, hypothermia could be a weapon that I would really like. It also tells you in what act you can get it. For example, this one can come in Act 4, zones 1 to 5, and in the dungeons in Act 4. Some weapons are more limited. For example, this one can only be in Act 1, zone 1 to 3. You can drop them you can drop them in other zones as well, but they're more common in these zones. So if you're targeting a specific item, that's kind of like how you can target farm, and it will boost your drops significantly, or the drops that you want. So it's really worth looking into this. Remember, you don't have to go crazy. Just think of like 1 or 2 slots that you're maybe interested in. You don't have to read the entire wiki. And then, for example, let's say I'm missing a pair of boots. Let me look for a pair of boots with maybe a bunch of skills. This is for illusionist. This is not what I'm looking for. Sentry, right? Oh, something that says a lot of cold skills. I'm a cold character. Let's look. This says Possessed Luna. Now, this is one of the bosses in the game. I actually haven't reached this boss yet, so I'll look for something else. Rogue Chaos Tower. So many different things. A lot of these seem to drop from all sorts of different bosses, which is cool. Yeah, Rogue Chaos Tower. Whatever that is, that kind of Chaos Tower. It seems like that's where you drop a lot of these boots. So we learned something together now. But yeah, that's the item tab in the journal. We almost kind of are done with the journal. I still haven't gotten to what augments are. I have no idea what they are yet. But we've covered most of the journal, which is good because this way we're using the game's information to the best of our ability. Now, this was the first topic of this video. The second one seemed very scary to me initially, and now that I used it, I am actually super happy that I did. And it has to do with the loot filter. We already learned on like day 3 how to sort your loot filter. Maybe you got your own settings by now to kind of make the screen less cluttered, but you can actually customize it even further by pressing the name of the item type, for example helmet, right, and open this tab for you. Now there are 2 things that are important to remember about this. One, it's really not as bad as it looks. I know that there's a ton of stuff here, but it's really okay. And 2, you can highlight items. So as you can see, some dots are yellow, some dots are red, some dots are blank. Blank means I don't really care about this stat. For example, dexterity and strength don't matter to me. And red means if this is on the ground, show this to me. I might want to pick it up. Yellow means highlight this. That's your way of kind of telling the game, highlight this for me, I don't want to miss those items. So, for example, I highlighted all skills and cold skills because that's like the main thing I'm looking for in items. And this is not only important for mythic items or rare items that can be very strong for you. This is also important for white items, right? The common items. The reason it's so important is there are a lot of very good rune words in this game, and bases in Hero Siege can be incredibly powerful. They can roll several plus skills on the common item, and then you make a rune word on top of it, which gives you a ton of skills. So that's just a way to kind of pinpoint the things you want. Of course, you can select the weapon type if you're making a specific rune word. Maybe you want to select only amount of sockets, even though you can roll sockets on an empty one. So you can do basically any combination you want. The loot filter here is very useful, and just like targeting some stuff, for example, and charms, I don't want to pick up all the charms. I just want to see charms that are fitting for me. So I highlighted things with life and max life with skills in case I find anything like that, and that's how I found some of my very nice charms to have a lot of life and other secondary effects like intelligence or faster hit recovery. So I was really happy with these. They really helped me figure out the things I wanted to kind of use, and it really helped me also narrow my farming and focus on the things that I wanted to defeat. That said, today's video is a little bit more concise, not too much rambling, hopefully. I hope it was useful for you guys as you're learning. We're still improving and learning stuff every day, and hopefully I can soon drop my first angelic, so I can kind of show off like the results of my grinding. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next stream or on the next video, and have a good whatever you're having. Bye bye bye.